In today's lecture, I'm going to explain you how being very religious, especially having a lot of faith, Emunah, can help you accomplish crazy financial success. I'm holding here a few months after we started the podcast of Git Gelt English, together with Shulem Friedman, my co-host. And last week was the first week that we missed one. It bothered me very much that we missed one. I really didn't want to miss. We had such a consistency. I think 17 episodes that we never missed even one. Every week we had a podcast and we had great feedback, sometimes better, sometimes, even better. But what happened was that for whatever reason, Shulem Friedman was not available. He was losing his voice. He was not feeling very well. So we skipped last week. And it's now that I'm recording this on a Friday, where I know that next Sunday, we always had it on Sundays, and I know that next Sunday we also don't have an episode because he wasn't still not feeling well. Baruch Hashem, not now he's feeling well, but he was not available for the recording. So I spoke to Shulam a few days ago, and we decided, you know what? After Pesach, we're going to start again, and we're going to start recording again so we can have it uploaded after Pesach. So, but that means basically we would have missed last Sunday, and we would have missed next Sunday. And then Pesach, of course, we're not going to post anything. And then we have we're going to start after Pesach. So about a month is going to be a gap of any episode. So I thought it bothered me because I really wanted to have the consistency. Every week we had a new lecture. So let's continue it. I thought, what can I do? So I decided, you know what? I'm going to do myself one episode, just myself. And in Mirz Hashem, hopefully after Pesach, we're going to be back together with Shulam and bring you the content. I'm going to talk to you today about a concept that it's my own analysis that I analyzed some people over the years. I'm in business about 25 plus years in the finance business, and I analyzed many people. I'm a certified financial planner, and I spoke to people about different financial topics and analyzed how they're doing. I want to tell you about an interesting concept that I found. I'm curious to hear from you what you think, if that's true or not, in your world or in your opinion or what you see going on. And let's have a debate about it. Let's have a conversation about it. And that is, since most of the people that listen to me are Orthodox Jews, religious Orthodox Jews, I'm seeing that for religious people specifically, there are two extremes in most of the situations. Always there are always exceptions, but I'm talking mostly there are two extremes. And what I mean with that is extremely successful people. When I talk about success, I mean financially success. Yeah, the podcast is called Git Gelt. So Git Gelt means good money in Yiddish. So there are two extremes. I've seen extremely successful people, financially successful people, and then from the other extreme, I've seen people that are not making it, like no parnusa, no financial success. I mean, they always need assistance. They always need people to give them charity. They always need people to help them out. Of course, there are people in the middle also who barely make it, but I'm talking about these two extremes, and then the people in the middle is not proportionate to what we see in the non-religious sectors. In other words, when you talk to typical American people, when you analyze typical American people, you have a much wider, a much bigger middle class than you have with religious people. And the more extremely religious you are, the more ultra religious you are, the more you're going to probably fall into the two extremes. The less ultra religious you are, the bigger the middle class will be. And let me explain what I think the reason is and why I see this happening. And I think this could help you, the listener, who is very religious, which I assume most of you who listen to me are very religious, to fall into the extreme of the very wealthy people. For you, that you are very religious and very loyal to your religion and very loyal to Yiddishkeit and to what the Torah says, where do you take your primary value from? Your primary value, you don't take from the street. You don't take from the newspapers. You don't take it from the media. You don't take it from YouTube. You don't take it from social media. You take it from the Torah. Whatever the Torah tells you, this is your primary way of living. Torah Shebeksav, Torah Shebalpeh, it doesn't matter. Whatever the Torah tells you, this is your way of living. And the more religious you are, the more committed you have to Yiddishkeit, the more this is going to be your life. If your primary way of life is Emunah, bitachon, faith, 100% faith, the Rebbeinu Shalom can give you everything. The Rebbeinu Shalom monitors the world. The Rebbeinu Shalom knows what's good for you. And this is your way of life, that you understand that you are not limited by the forces of nature of the world. You are supernatural because everything that goes on in your life is based on Emunah, based on what Hashem wants for you, based on how God monitors the world. And He can do anything. So if He wants me to really be successful, He can give me unlimited success. He can give me abundance. And if for whatever reason He chooses not to give me, He will not give me. If this is your way of life, which basically should be the way of life for any religious person, then in your mind, everything is possible. Extreme wealth, extreme success, and extreme poverty, extreme failure, extreme financial trouble. And if you understand that the way that the natural way of creating success is by really believing that you can be successful, by operating based on opportunity, not based on fear. So the average person who's not religious or who's not committed to his religion will most of the time not go to any extreme, because what can I do, what can I not do, I'm afraid to do this, I'm afraid to do that. But if you understand that the results and the success or the lack of success is by a much, much higher power, the Rebbeinu Shalom can give you extreme success. And He wants me to be successful. And He can also, Chas v'Sholom, give me extreme poverty. I should not be successful, extremely not successful. Then the level of your success naturally will come based on your belief if Hashem wants you to be very successful, or if Chas v'Sholom, He wants you not to be successful. So let me explain a little bit more. Let's say I learn Torah and I see in the Torah that I have no doubt, no question, that the Torah wants me to have a lot of success. The Torah wants me to succeed. And then I understand that Hashem operates the world, and Hashem wants me to be very successful. And I understand not only He wants me to be very successful, but I believe that He will make me very successful. So my whole mindset shifts to opportunity, to positivity. I always see opportunity. When I'm presented with an opportunity, by the way, I speak to myself as well. When I speak to you about it, I analyze it for myself as well. And I can see whenever I have this belief, I accomplish more. Whenever I lack this belief, I accomplish less. Because this is how Hashem operates the world. That when He wants somebody to be very successful, He will give him this belief in a very, very strong way. So I attach myself to a higher power. I attach myself to Hashem, and I go out and I do what I have to do. And usually, if you do the right thing, and there's always exceptions, but usually if you do the right thing and you believe that you're going to accomplish what you set yourself up to accomplish, usually you will accomplish it. Of course, there are exceptions, but usually this is the case. So for this religious person who has such a strong faith, such a strong emunah, and bitachon, he knows, not only he knows that he can succeed, not only he knows that he has what it takes, not only he knows that he's doing something that makes sense for him to succeed, but he also knows that Hashem most probably wants him to succeed. So when you go out in the marketplace and you do things in such a way, 99.9%, I mean, b'derech hateva, you will succeed. Now let's go to the other extreme. This person who learns Torah, he reads all the stuff from his religion, and I choose the words his religion because it doesn't necessarily dafka mean Jewish religion. Because in every religion, it doesn't matter if it's Jewish religion or different religion, if somebody reads and believes that whatever is preached in their religion is true, this is going to transform into their mindset. And this is how they're going to operate. So, of course, in the Jewish religion, you learn Torah, Torah should accept, Torah should obey. Sifra Tzadikam, Mr. Sfuram, whatever it is, you learn and you find over there that Hashem does not want you to succeed. Let's say that the message that you find over there is that we came to this world to suffer for whatever reason, or the Ribono Shel Olam lights somebody who is a poor person, okay? Or by suffering in this world, you're gonna have a better Olam Habo. World to come is gonna be better for you. You're gonna have more schar because you suffered in this world. Whatever it is, it really doesn't matter, and it really doesn't matter even what is the truth. The Rebbe wants us to have financial wealth, or he does not want. He wants us to be poor. It really doesn't matter what the truth is, because you can find both. You can find. I find it interesting. I see people. Some people. What do they find in the Torah? Wow, abundance. Wow, look, Avram Avinu was a very wealthy guy. He always finds, in the Medrusha, Moshe Asher from the Shever Lichas, you always find what you're looking for. And I see it with most people. They make up their minds before they start looking, and all of a sudden they find stuff. You're talking about extremely wealthy people. Whenever they find in the Torah something about the beautiful thing of somebody suffering in this world, they're not going to register with it. They're not going to connect with it. They're going to turn the page to the next page because they want to find something else. The Rebbeinu Shalom wants you to have financial success. This is what he is going to find. And I can keep on, if you learn Torah, you know that you can always find where the Torah tells you how extremely successful you can be. So this wealthy person who is very religious, this is what he is going to find wherever he learns. And whenever he encounters something that's opposite of that tells him that, no, you cannot be successful, he's going to turn the page. It's not going to register with him. So automatically, his brain is wired, and then he goes to a higher power. The Ribono Shel Olam can do anything. He's a Kol Yuchol. He created the world. And he can also give me amazing success, abundant of success. And with this mindset and with this faith, he becomes above nature. He can do crazy, crazy things because he believes in himself through the Ribono Shel Olam. He's a very religious person. He has a very strong emunah, a very strong faith. Now let's take the same very committed religious person, and he learns Torah, but for whatever reason, the Ribono Shel Olam put him in this place, maybe because of his childhood, because his parents or his friends or his neighborhoods, people that he's surrounded with. This guy, every time he learns about the beauty of a tzibrochen mensch, the beauty of somebody with a broken heart, what does he think? Oh, wow, I'm a broken heart. Yeah, I'm a broken heart. Why am I a broken heart? Because I lack financial success, because I lack this, because I lack this, because I lack this. Okay, all the checks are marked. So now I'm a justified broken heart, and it's a beautiful thing. Like I once heard from Tzaddikim, there is nothing more wholesome than a tzibrochen heart, than a broken heart. Wow, I'm a wholesome person because I'm broken heart. And he's a self-pity person, always has some reasons why he is justified and righteous. I think the word is righteous. Wow, look at me. I'm not a tzibrochen person. I don't have nachas from my kinder, from my children. I don't have this. I don't, and I don't have parnosa, and I don't, whatever. I have checks in all the boxes, and yeah, I'm a tzibrochen person. And then when you finally find something in the Torah about financial success, that yes, the Ribono Shel Olam can help you be successful. You can be extremely successful. It doesn't register with this person because this is what he's looking for. His antenna is only up for the not having, for the things that doesn't work. And you talk about giving tzedakah. You talk about abundance. This person will not find that. He will turn the page when he gets there because it doesn't talk to me. It's not going to make me feel good because I'm not successful. You can be successful. He doesn't, his nature doesn't look at that. He still feels good with himself because he feels good by being unsuccessful. Because in his eyes, success means not having. Because then I have Olam Habo. Then I have the world to come. So with his extreme faith, with his extreme dedication to religion, it's going to be helping him to be extremely poor. It's going to assist them to feel good by not being successful. And what I just described is extreme success or extreme poverty with very, very religious person. When I say very religious, I don't mean people who call themselves religious because they do the things they have to do. I'm talking people who live with Hashem, people who understand faith, emunah, bitachon. They understand that Hashem monitors the world, and this is above nature. It's above anything. This is what I'm referring. I'm not talking about the Orthodox Jew who is born into being an Orthodox Jew and he's doing the things that an Orthodox Jew needs to do, but he has zero shaykhs with the Rebbeinu Shalom. He has zero connection with Emunah. He has zero connection to understanding the. Usually, these people, good people. I mean, you don't learn, you don't know, and you don't dedicate yourself, you don't know. But these people usually are the middle class. But the extreme of the religious people, in Orthodox Jews, for example, the extreme would be very, very successful people, very, very poor people, because they live with Hashem, and everybody, based on their upbringing or their nature or whatever, of course you can change it. I wouldn't say it if you can't change it, because once you notice that, you can say, wow, I'm a very, very religious person. I have a very strong emunah. I have a very strong bitachon, and I used it to justify me being a loser. If I can just switch the same belief and the same passion and the same dedication to justify me being very successful, and take Hashem with you, and with Hashem go and do what you have to do, and don't be afraid, don't be scared. This is going to be unbelievable. You can make it so. And I have seen people who come from the darkest places to very, very to a lot of success, to very much success. And I'm talking about financial success. And these people are very committed to the Torah, very committed to Emunah and bitachon. I think what happened is that they realize that. When you talk about the general public, the middle class is huge. You know why it's huge, the middle class? Because they're not so committed to religion. They're not so committed to Emunah, to bitachon, to faith. This is my analysis. When I'm thinking about people that I encountered throughout the years, and I have seen extreme results, extreme success versus and extreme poverty, and the middle class, and I analyze them, and this is what I see. The middle class are in their comfort zone, meaning, yeah, I'll do whatever I can. I just have to make parnusa. I just have to make ends meet. And the responsible people, they fall into the middle class. But when they get to a very, very strong bitachon, very strong emunah, it can help them get to the extreme success. But at the same time, if they're wise people, good people, committed to religion, but for whatever reason they don't have this akdoma, they're gonna default, gravitize to extreme poverty. I'm very curious what you think about this. Let me know in the comment section on YouTube if you watch it on YouTube, and let's have a conversation about it.